Good morning, beautiful people. It's the Truth Serum. I hope today finds everybody in good spirits, uh, healthy, and out. Beautiful day, rocking and rolling. So I thought I was gonna take the day off, but you know how you get a mosquito bite, and then it's done, and then it's another mosquito bite. It's just like, geez, like why don't the mosquito bite give it a break? And uh, somebody called me and told me that the doughboy made some comments about the video I did with Angelo, and he mentioned it like two or three times in his video. Like, what are you worried about me for, bro? Doughboy, what are you worried about me for? I got a little 1,000 subscribers. What are you worried about me for? Because you can't get a guy from prison to come on a show and talk about mob stuff. Okay? Oh, well, he sounds like his accent is from Detroit. Or what are you talking about? The guy's almost 80 years old. He's got all kinds of respiratory problems and everything else under the sun. Holy cow. Oh, the truth serum had the phone. Um, they have burner phones in prison. I mean, for a guy that's so studied, is it that far-fetched of a concept that these guys have cell phones even in prison? Burner phones, they have cell phones in prison. So, number one, Angelo has his accent. The guy's vocal cords are shot. Number one, he's in poor health, and then it's that far fetched. Anybody sitting in Joe Bull America could get a phone call from an inmate in prison, whether it's on the regular phone that says do you want to accept a phone call from an inmate at a cost of whatever, and you could say yes or no, or you could just get a phone call from an inmate just like you could get one from anybody else on planet Earth. Thought this cat was smarter than that. Holy cow. What's wrong with this guy? I'm trying to leave the guy alone. I'm trying to leave him alone because he's just like, the little kid that throws a rock from a porch, then he runs, and then he comes back and throws a rock. What do you want from me? I got a small channel. Of course, I'm a better entertainer than you on every level. You're jealous of everybody out there, and so let's reach some points. I had to take notes for this clown. Okay. So he claims to be a content creator. Okay, Doughboy, you're a content creator. Is it original content that you generated from right off the top of your head? Or is it content that you have to research? Like 95% of your material is stuff that you need to research. Okay? You need to research. You're piggybacking content. You're not a content creator. Number one, you're piggybacking content and then spewing it, whatever your perceptions and conclusions are of it. Okay, let's establish that. Content creator, I'm a content creator. I do a whole show with nothing. You have to piggyback. So he says, now, if he can't Google something, like he's a reporter at a baseball game in the nosebleed seats. This doughboy, he's a reporter. That's all he could ever be or try to be, is a competent reporter, which is suspect at this point. He's watching a baseball game. Now he can say, wow, the guy got caught up in a double play, but between second and third base, he did a backflip and a cartwheel, and then he was safe. But if you were at the game, you'd be the only one to confirm that. You'd have to be at the game to confirm it. Anybody else would have to be at the game. So, so the guy he can't play in reindeer games. He's jealous of the Italians. He's jealous that he's frustrated that he'll never be a mobster. And I don't even want to deal with this clown anymore. But thank you for the half a shout out, because I did get a lot of views because people knew who you were talking about. So thank you. I'll send you a Christmas card. Okay. I'll send you a Christmas card. Thank you for that. Okay. So here's a guy that could only give his views. His uncle wasn't in it. His father wasn't in it, or anybody in his family or friends was never in this genre. Yeah, there's guys out there on YouTube that suspect channels. Of course there is. That's understandable that it's just a complete rodeo out there and everything else. But why does he want to put me under a microscope? Little old me, the little old truth serum. What's he worried about? Because nobody will call him from prison. Nobody will call him from prison. Why? They wouldn't want to talk to a Mama Luke like that. He just has to, I guess, he probably pays his recognizable guests. He has to pay them, because nobody else under their own fruition would just want to do what's this guy. Who is this guy? He's got a YouTube channel, and well, the gangsters don't give a crap about this guy. Well, whether he's got 1 subscriber or 1 million, gangsters don't care about this guy. But if you want to pay a gangster to go on and do a show, he'll take it. And then he's always like, he don't ask questions. He asks them, well, isn't this true? You know, he's hack. The guy's a hack. So, you know, if somebody doesn't give their name, rank, and serial number, then they don't exist. Now, he thinks he knows every nook and cranny because he just does research. He thinks he knows all the names of the mob. You could research till a million years. You're not going to get all the names and people and personalities in the mob. So Google can't help you on that, Herb. Google can't help you. Sorry. Google can't help you. You only got limited access to information. So, okay, you can't be an armchair or a reporter sitting in the nosebleed seats. It's impossible, okay? It's impossible, okay? Then guess what this clown says? If you're 60 or over, you shouldn't qualify to talk about the mob or have a mob channel. Well, I happen to be 60. Well, wouldn't the old timers know about the mob more than the young timers? Hello? If you're 60 or older, then you shouldn't have a channel. And you should, while you're in the nosebleed seats, bro? Come on, man. So, and what self-righteous proclaimed guy comes in and he's like, some Mama Luke clown is supposed to be the authority on the mob, an authority about the mob. I mean, who crowned this guy the authority on the mob? What's going on here? And like, I have to qualify to answer that. This guy's a clown. He's a clown. I mean, and then he says, let's see. Then he's going, so he's watching footage of like Gambino and Castellano and everything, and he's going, see, you notice how they don't want to look at the camera, boys and girls? See, there's Castellano or Gambino or Fat Tony. They're going through, and you notice how they don't want to look at the camera. Yeah, well, the FBI and all the people know these characters, but the general public doesn't. So of course they want to hide their faces. Well, then why would you think why can't you understand why I don't want to say Angelo's name, knucklehead? Can't you rationalize instead of speaking out of both sides of your mouth? Can't you rationalize these thoughts and concepts? you wanna point out how these guys on footages on historical footage don't want to look at the cat or whatever. So why should me, that was a nobody, a runaround guy, just start calling out names? Just start calling out guys' first and last names because you don't like it. Because I gotta appease Doughboy in his fantasy land. So come on, man, get your weight up. Well, your weight, we won't talk about that, but boxing weight, get your fighting weight up. Come on, man. So you can read a book, you can watch a movie, and the viewers can observe and make conclusions about a book, about a movie, about a video, and everything else. Everybody has the right to make their own judgments and opinions on whatever they're viewing or reading a book or watching a movie. You're out of 100 people watching a movie, you could get 90 different perceptions of that movie. You can get 90 different conclusions of that movie or thoughts and anything else. But everybody just has to follow Doughboy's perception of the movie while he's sitting in the nosebleed seats. Okay, Doughboy, can you grasp that, buddy? Come on. And after this, leave it alone, all right? I got better things to do than talk about this hack. Holy cow. He's the self-appointed, self-righteous mob guy that ain't a mobster, number one, and talking about 60-year-olds shouldn't have, who should have or have not a channel on YouTube. This guy's I don't even know. I don't have any more adjectives for this clown. But you think he would understand why I'm not releasing names. There's families. It's not theater. He's got family members out there. Then they want to come around and say, oh, JoJo said this and that. What a scum that JoJo is, doing some show and Grandpa's in there doing, yeah. This is real, bro. It ain't fantasy land, okay? Oh, he talks like he's from Detroit. He talks like he's from Schenectady or whatever. Now, what are you, a speech expert? The guy's 76 years old, chronic breathing problems, everything else. How shallow and diminished thinking does this guy have? Leave it alone, bro. You can't win. You can't win. Thank you for mentioning that I have to thank you for mentioning Angelo in your video, because I got a lot of views off of that. So I appreciate that, you knucklehead. Okay. The truth serum was holding the phone. People can call you from prisons. What's wrong with you, man? People can make calls from prisons, whether it's the historical way, the most common way of doing it with the through the prison. But there's 100,000 prisoners sitting in cells all over America with cell phones, the iPhone or the iPhone Max, not even a burner phone. They're sitting with iPhones. Is that such a far-fetched concept? The guy's dying in prison. No, Angelo, here, come on, let's search him down. Come on, let's give him a cavity search. Are you hiding a phone in there? Wow. Holy cow. Doughboy, leave it alone. Just leave it alone, bro. Come on. Leave it alone. You're standing on objections. Like if you're in a trial and you're trying to present a case and you're trying to present Exhibit A, Exhibit B, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, he comes on and says, "Oh, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the guy's voice sounds like, well, let's bring in some speech experts, whatever. Uh, well, uh, well, that could be contradicted. The guy's failing health. Holy cow! Uh, he's speaking, and he's got a phone, and well, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, there's people with iPhones in prison. There's people with every phone under the sun. What is he standing on? If you want to come with something, come with it, but not stuff that any reasonable person could object to. I mean, geez. If you're gonna debate and fight, put up a good debate, at least. Go ahead with your followers and whoever you can lasso into your channel. God bless you. Do your hustle. Do your hustle. What are you worried about little old me for? I only got 1,000 subscribers. What are you worried about me for? You can't be me. You can't be me. I wasn't a gangster. I didn't want to be made. Okay. So we could just establish that. I didn't want to be made. So for future references, let's establish that. All right. Let's establish that. Okay. I don't care to be a gangster or not. It's not going to enrich me any way or bit. I'm confident in myself and the way I live my life. I'm confident in myself. So your behaviors are suspect because psychologically speaking, from psychoanalysis, forgive me, I think you might have some issues. All right. I gave a lot of people therapy. Okay. I gave a lot of therapy, and there's some very recognizable signs that you're suffering for some things. Now, I have to play both sides of it. I want to defend myself and prove my case and speak my piece. But then again, I also view as a Christian that, okay, here's a hack on YouTube. He's doing his thing and he has some problems, whatever, and whatever he's thinking. So I have to have compassion for him as a Christian. I have to have compassion because there's just people out there that are struggling from a lot of things. So, so I try to be the psychiatrist and a Christian, but then I got to defend when somebody's trying to throw a punch at me, especially a hack that never played a game in his life, never participated. He was always in sports. He's just an observer. In mob world, he's an observer. He's an observer. He was never a participant. I wasn't a made man, but I was around all these guys. Okay? So he wants to keep coming with that rickety rack. He loves the soap opera game. He prods people, tries to get a stir out of them, and be knowledgeable in your history. You're not a content creator. You are doing content based on other documentaries or other information that was source generated elsewhere. So whatever your thoughts and perceptions are, it's not a unique thought. Well, I read this, I saw this, I said this, I saw this, blah, 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 blah. I said this, I saw this. You were never in the game playing. You were never at bat. You never caught a touchdown pass. You never ran a pattern. You're a reporter. You're a reporter. So you can't be the authority on the participants. That's all. You can't be the participant. Yeah, I could compliment you on giving historical accounts about different families and everything else. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. You have a lot of that information, names and families in the genre. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool because I can't remember half of them at this age. I can't even remember a lot of this stuff. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, you're good at that. But you can only take that so far, bro. You can only take that to a certain limit. And if something doesn't sit well with you, or you're jealous about something, or for whatever psychological reasons you're motivated by to spew what you're spewing about referencing Angelo, I don't know what to tell you. I'm just a little old channel here. What are you worried about me for? What are you worried about me for, bro? You can't be me. You can't look like me. You can't talk like me. You can't be me. You can't be a gangster. You're a reporter. What do you go to bed at night and fantasize about? I wish I was a made man. Oh, geez. I wish I was in a real sit down. Your channel name is a sit down. You're never in a sit down. A sit down with who? Paid people to come on your show? Holy cow. Just leave it alone, bro. Go away. I don't want to talk. I don't want to speak on you anymore. If you want to give my channel name a shout out, be my guest. Be my guest. Give my channel a shout out. Let's see what we got in here. What do we got in the chats here? Beautiful people, the beautiful people. Yeah. Let's see. Hey, Joel Gold, boom, boom, boom. Michael Candinas. Yep, they do trash Joe bad on a show last night. I enjoy the mob stories, history, so I listened to them all. I'm not going to listen to Jeff anymore. Comments were uncalled for and not true because he doesn't want anybody else to have good content, good original content. Very perceptive, Joel Gold. I understand that there's people out there that just watch all the mob channels, and that's what they get from it. They get from it. I understand that. Baby A, Joel, what WTF is wrong with him? Well, you need Freud to figure that out. But we both have degrees in psychology, baby. We both have degrees. Someone made a point that when the guy calls you, it doesn't come in as a collect call from a FCI. Darren C4. Darren C4, here we go. Someone made a point, the truth serum, that when this guy calls you, it doesn't come as a collect call from a FCI. Care to explain that one, truth serum? I thought I did. People in prison have cell phones, bro. Should I do it in sign language? What language can I communicate this in to you? Darren C4. People in prison have cell phones. Okay, I communicated that to you in 2 languages. Can you comprehend or navigate one of them? Who are these clowns? They think it's supposed to say, hello, will you accept a collect phone call from the Attica State Prison? That's what this is the year 2024, Herb. It's the year 2024. They got iPhones. Some of them have YouTube channels. Herb. Someone made a point. It didn't come as a collect phone call. That's all you got to stand on? Mob Rats 1, how you feeling? Baby A. McDam. McDam says Darren or Billy or Doughboy. Doughboy, the guy has a cell phone. Okay. He says, I just dimed the guy. I didn't say his name, you clown. He just dimed the guy. Yeah, I just dimed the guy. You don't know where he's at, and you don't know his name. Billy, Darren, Doughboy, whatever you want to be called. What are these guys? What are they on? Hallucinogens? He's up there Googling every Angelo captain in any mafia family that ever existed. Well, listen, Billy and Sally, his name, you want to know his real name? All right, folks, I'm going to tell you his real name. Let me light a cigarette. I'm going to tell you where he's staying and everything, okay? All right, folks. Drum roll, please. Drum roll, please. His name is Charlie Brown. He's doing his time in Lewisburg. Okay? Does that settle that? Are you happy now? Can you leave me alone? There's the door. Get out of here. He just dimed the guy. These guys. Get better trollers, bro. Get better trollers. Jeez. If you're 60 years old or older, you shouldn't have a YouTube channel. Well, the only ones that could speak on it are the old timers. Mike Francis is old. Sammy Bulgravano is old. John Halight's my age. Joey Merlino's my age. So none of them guys should be speaking about the mob. Doughboy, if you're 60 or over, because he knows I'm 60. So, but anybody that's 60 or over shouldn't be do that, you know. Oh my gosh. Just leave it alone, Doughboy. All right. You made a big mistake when you left the stool. You made a big mistake. You made a big mistake. Them guys only found you as a novelty. Millionaires can keep just novelty guys around just for their own little entertainment. Millionaires can do that. Maybe not based on any of your talents or anything like that. So millionaires and billionaires can do that. Yeah, keep them around. The guys, keep them around. Yeah. Oh, well, I might go back. Well, go back. Go back. That's all. The poor guy. I don't know. Just go do your thing. I'm out of diapers. I can't change your diapers anymore. That's all there is to it. He was questioning the guy's accent, and he was questioning a phone. That's all you got to stand on, Herb? But I can't give out the guy's name, so yeah, okay. And then he's talking about how Castellano, Fat Tony, and Gambino, when they were leaving courts, they never looked at the camera. Yeah, they want to remain anonymous, bro. They want to remain anonymous. Have you done enough research? They want to remain anonymous. So I owe it to Doughboy to say the guy's name? What's because he's like some authority? He's like some guy that I have to, you know, adhere to his requests? Some hack from Hacksville, USA? Yeah, I don't think they'll never let him back at the stool. I don't think they'll ever let him back at the stool because I watched a couple of those things and the guy's a real nice guy over there, but they're smart enough businessmen that made a multi-million dollar company, did all the best moves in business known to mankind. And sooner or later, if they haven't already figured out that the guy's just a liability, he's not even a novelty just to bust the chops with or make fun of. It ain't worth it. It's not worth it. So, yeah. Arian Brossman, until Nadu finishes his investigation, I don't know if we can trust you, Joe. How you doing, my man, Arian Brossman? And Steph, good morning. I know. Sorry, folks. We gotta wait and see until we give that that was sarcastic, folks, from Mr. Brossman and his beautiful family. So thanks for joining, you beautiful people. So I don't, I got a lot of stories I want to tell. This guy, that's all he does is he pokes people, tries to get a stir out of them, and it's his whole game. That's his whole MO. This pride and everything, play these cute games, retreat, oh, whine, 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 and then pride, ba, 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 and then, oh, does a girly retreat. Why did he say that? Oh, geez, oh, dear. And he's trying to throw spears at people, and then he can't wonder why they're defending themselves to a guy that shouldn't, well, everybody has a right to have a channel and everything, but, if I want to know stuff about baseball, I want to know it from a baseball player or somebody that was a coach, an assistant, or somebody that was close in the mix. So all MobTube viewers have to stay in line, whatever this clown's perceptions and thoughts or conclusions are about the genre. So all you viewers, be on alert that you got to follow whatever this guy's narrative is. And if you don't, you're irrelevant in his eyes. Crazy. I thought I'd have trollers on here. I thought I'd have trollers, but maybe he back up. Back up, I'll back up. That's all. But if you want to get me more viewers and subscribers, I'll kindly take those freebies. Yeah. God bless you and your family too, Mr. Bossman. Yeah. Tell Steph I said hello and thank you for all your support and everything. I appreciate people that can really see, not just because you approve of me, but there's just common sense things that you don't have to be educated in the mob or in any fields of knowledge. This is common sense stuff. You don't have to be an expert on what I'm trying to explain here. You just present Exhibit A, Exhibit B, Exhibit C, and then very logical stuff. So that's that. It's a rare thing on YouTube to have a guy that didn't rat call somebody and listen to his thoughts. Doughboy, wants to monopolize. Mob genre is supposed to only be through his lens. From sitting in the nosebleed seats watching a baseball game, to make metaphorically speaking. So everything's got to be run according to this clown. So the truth serum gets a guy that didn't rat from prison, and it's a 5-alarmer with this guy. It's a 5-alarmer. Oh, he's got a Detroit accent. He's got a this and that. People move around. Anyways, the guy's old, number one. His vocal cords and everything are compromised. Forget about that, though. Just leave that alone. Just say the guy was healthy and 30. People move around. The grandparents got off the boat from Sicily. And then the mother moved to somewhere there, and mother moved to somewhere there. So people, newsflash, Doughboy, newsflash, people move. People actually move to little different places in New York State. Newsflash, people are allowed to move to different geographical locations. So what are you hanging your head on? But 40 years ago, you would know the guy was straight from New York. You would know it. So you got a clown questioning that a million years after the fact. And it's not complicated stuff, my good people. It's not, hey, Sean City, how you feel, man? You have an angle he can't ever get. Yeah, I try to spread love and compassion. This isn't a mob channel. I've told a lot of mob stories, and I was around stuff with my godfather and the other crew. But this ain't a mob channel. I'm more sophisticated and have more skills and talents than that. But you got to get entangled in these entanglements with clown mob tube hacks that were never elbow to elbow with a gangster in their life. Doesn't make sense. But let him do what he wants to do. Whatever. I don't know this guy from a hole in the wall. Go ahead, live your life, man. Live your life. You can't be me. You can't be a gangster like the gangsters that you report on. You can't be that. I don't want to insult you by your looks or your weight or your hairline. I try to boost people up in their confidence to be strong in their life and motivate. I don't want to be petty like that. Reduce myself to your bullshit level by your physical appearance, like a lot of people do. I don't want to resort to that. You know, I don't want to resort to that. I was a therapist. I was a therapist. And a Christian I am. But don't start swinging at me. Don't start swinging at me when you're just some roly-poly hack running around there that I could care less what you do. But don't entangle me into that craziness. You want to give my channel a shout out, bro? You know it's the truth serum. But it'd be like, well, why don't you be a guest on his show? I don't respect the guy or his show. My show is number one, whether it's got 1,000 subscribers or 1 subscriber or 1,000,000 subscribers. I'm confident in my entertaining abilities and my personality, my intellect, my knowledge. I'm confident in that. I don't need to piggyback clowns like this over some YouTube genre, mob genre. At the end of the day, I'm a regular guy. This guy's just a clown. I'm not so immersed in this garbage like he is that he's trying to get clout and he can't be a gangster and maybe he was picked on as a boy. I don't want to unravel all the psychological issues and motives for why this guy does what he does. And then he back, oh, why did he do that? Oh, geez, why? Why the guy's got problem? Oh, why? Oh, why? My first guest will be a forensic psychologist that I know, that I grew up with a forensic psychologist. And I'm going to move over and say, watch this guy. Okay? But that's only limited. You'd have to watch a few videos, but you could get a good read on the guy. Profilers and everything else. Yeah, you can get a good read, but that's petty. That's petty. Why do I gotta be entertained and dragged into nonsense? I'm a great storyteller. I try to be entertaining. I got a good community. Let him have his community. He's so used to prodding people, so used to it, and then he tries to act innocent about it. The people over at the stool, they know how he is. Should have stayed over there, bro. Because it's going to take you 1,000,000 years to get 80,000 subscribers. It's going to take you 1,000,000 years to get 80,000 subscribers. Maybe you might get them. I don't know. But relatively speaking, as far as numbers go, exponentially, as far as numbers go, and doing YouTube analytics, your channel should be growing at a faster rate. If you got a core base already at 75,000, your channel should be growing at it should be accelerating at a higher rate. I have 1,000 subscribers and I could get 1,000 views. My numbers and analytics, relatively speaking, are in the top 3 percentile. Yeah. So it's the only people who cannot get a phone are those in protective custody. Sean City says the only people who cannot get a phone are those in protective custody or drop out yards. because no one will trust him enough to deal with them. Yeah, he knows. This guy must have been around in the mix. I mean, and a lot of it is very easy knowledge and understandable knowledge. There's guys with iPhones, and there's guys that go to the library and do the FaceTime. They do the FaceTime where you can look back and forth at the person in the prison with the people knowing it, with the guards knowing it. They could FaceTime their wife and kids or stuff like that. You got old timers that are dying in prison. They will get more if they need the leniency, or it could just be the regular protocol. That's very understandable common knowledge. But for me to get a call from anybody in the prison system off of a phone, why is that so bizarre? Why is that so bizarre? Well, as a psychologist, I'd say for him to be so idiotic on that, he'd have to be jealous. Because he knows that there's people in prisons making phone calls to people all over planet Earth. So why would he even utter that? Your guess is as good as mine, but I'd have to say he's envious and jealous because he hasn't done that yet. Maybe he can do it in the future, but as of now, he hasn't. That's all. I can't really determine what goes on in the guy's mind. I don't want to hack the guy and insult him and all that. I don't want to continue with that drama, but his channel was based on drama. And poking and prodding these guys because he knows he can get away with it and stir up soap opera. Maybe he has to pay these guys to go on his show, and they'll go, "This is easy money." Yeah, go ahead. Say whatever you want, doughboy. Just send that check this way. That's all. Say whatever you want. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Nick Romano was giving it to him good. Yeah. See, there's people out there that just know what this clown does. And yeah, I saw you in there, Marta. Yeah. He calls him Builder Bob. Why does he care? Yeah. Do your show, man. Do your show. So I wasn't raised I'm a spiritual person. I'm not raised. I'm for the underdog. I'm for the downtrodden. I'm for trying to lift people up in their lives to enjoy their life and everything else. That's me first and foremost. That's all. So I don't want to get into this bash game and start insulting a guy that might have some issues. He might be struggling with some issues. Forget about MobTube, just person to person. I just view him as a guy that might have some issues. So it's not in me as being a guy that gave people therapy and being a Christian. It's not in my regular DNA and nature to just try to hack on the guy in lieu of defending myself behind a channel on YouTube. So, but that's his game. That's his game. That's his game. That's his game. You got to play his game by his rules. And if not, oh my gosh, oh dear, oh bah, oh me, why did he say that? Oh God. The Pee Wee Herman of whatever. And see, I'm being insulted. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I'm bigger than a roly-poly clown like that. The Bible says, forgive them for they do not know. Forgive them for they do not know. But there's a spiritual side of me and there's a humanistic side of me. And it's a battle sometimes between both worlds. And I want to defend myself and Angelo and anybody else that's doing life in prison that can't speak for themselves when you got hacks out there claiming to have true facts. There's 1,000 Angelos in America that didn't cooperate. This isn't a debate. There's thousands of Angelos in America that didn't rat, and they're doing life, okay? And they can't defend themselves on MobTube and Mob Talk. Okay? Can you accept that, ladies and gentlemen? And it pees me off to see hacks come out there and spew whatever gibberish, play all kinds of silly fourth grade games. Wow. Rami Sky says, I believe the quote is forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. However, it also says Jesus got physical and insulted with the money changers in the temple and physically threw them out. Rami Sky, I like your style. I like your style. There, that's it. That's it right there. You got that end of it. You got that end of it. Jimbo Slice, what's going on? Thank you, Sky. Remy Sky. Yeah. I'm a talk show host. I have other skills than just talking about the mob. I'm a storyteller. I'm going to tighten my channel up. We're going to get 100,000 subscribers. We're going to rock and roll. This guy's like a mosquito bite. Jeez, it's like a mosquito bite. Get lost. Go do your thing, bro. Go do your thing. What are you worried about my little old channel? Little old me. What are you worried about little old me for? Huh? You ain't as entertaining as me. You don't have no color to you. You have no personality. You're a Debbie Downer. I like to rock and roll. I like to do comedy skits. I like to have fun. I like to motivate and inspire. What a good talk show host should be able to do. All right? So, yeah, I want to get rid of this clown. But the name is, of course, the True Serum Doughboy. So go ahead. Get me another 300 freaking views. Get me another 500 views. If you want to donate like that, that's cool with me. That's cool with me. But I don't need you for anything in this world or on planet Earth just the same. I don't need a guy, some stranger guy living in wherever the hell he's from. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Johnny, did you see that I got this gangster mad on my live stream? Did you see I got this guy mad? Oh, me, what a great job, though, boy. Geez, you're a real tough guy. Wow. He better be glad that that life and most of the people are gone. And he's only dealing with old retired gangsters and all that. That's all. I'm sorry. I don't want to say the guy's got low self-esteem or a low self-image and things like that, because as a therapist, I want people to grow beyond superficial things and stuff like that. I say, let's be kings and queens. The world is a vampire. We all look different. We all are from different nationalities and everything else. But, but if you want to get down and dirty, I get a little bit, I can go there too. And I could get Lord God and Jesus forgive me, and I can get dirty and play the game too. So don't be throwing the first punches and all that stuff over here. I'm a washed up old 60-year-old guy. I'm 60, chain smoke, drink coffee, bad diet. Now this is petty, but I'm not sure if this doughboy could even handle me, because I've seen some old Italian dudes smash out some younger guys. Their hands and arms were like concrete at 60 and 70 and 80. Don't underestimate, doughboy. How much cardiovascular could that guy have in him? Stoop that low to talk about immature stuff like that. Go walk the streets of Brooklyn in them neighborhoods where you're talking smack about their grandparents and their cousins. Go get a megaphone and go walk down the streets and and identify who you are down there. Go identify yourself who you are down there, tough guy. Go identify yourself. Yeah. Okay. So that's it. I really don't want to engage with this clown. Leave it alone. Go hack your creator content. You're a content creator. What are you creating? You're just analyzing other stuff you're getting your information from. 95% of the time. Other 5%, you're doing live streams. So you don't have any original stories about your own life. You don't have any fascinating stories about your own personal life. So you're a content creator. You're a content creator on other content that has already been created. You're a content creator that does stuff, that does videos on content that has already been created. It's served up for you on a platter. You don't have original gangster stories about you and these guys and all that. You don't have any interesting life stories about the mafia and interesting stories that happen. Zero. But now you're a self-proclaimed expert and you're the referee. You're the referee of the mob genre. You're the referee. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, foul. Yeah. Technical foul on the truth serum. Technical foul. 2 shots plus possession of the ball. Yeah. Really? Really? Content creator. A sit down. The guy never been in a sit down. The only thing he sat down was at a table to eat a meal. Sit down. What sit down? Sat down at a buffet somewhere? What sit down? Let me stop. Let me stop with this guy. Forgive me, God. So there you have it. We're going to try to get Angelo back. And Jimbo Slice, Nadu tries the tough guy act whenever anybody chats anything negative, even when they aren't talking rough to him. He's like 5'7" from Amish country with a 10-year-old kid's hairdo and gut. It's sad but true. It's sad but true. He likes to stir up the kettle, and then if somebody says something, oh, why? Oh, God, you're no good. Who is this? And then the insults come. Can't even be a legitimate reporter? Jeez. Yeah, man. He blocked you, baby. Hey, what a muppet. And exactly, what is it with that? Psychologically speaking and stuff, maybe, I'm supposed to have Christian spiritual mercy and stuff, that he would be a guy that I'd be giving therapy to. In my past, there were guys like that I gave therapy to based on those same variables. But that's a professional view. But personally, then I got to stick up for myself personally and speak my piece on that. But professionally, I gave a lot of guys like that therapy, and which I felt bad about, because I try to want people to be confident and motivated in a stable mindset, in a stable logical thinking apparatus. But I don't know. There's a lot of straitjackets out there in Bellevue and everything else, and it's bad that people, but this is like kiddie land, elementary school stuff, and it doesn't serve me. It doesn't give me any joy or anything like that, where I could speak my piece about a guy and get some jabs in on him. I'm confident myself in my life. He's not going to make me or break me, this clown. He ain't going to make me break. He's just some roly-poly doughboy doing some stupid channel or whatever the hell he's doing and he's not an original content creator. Most of his content is stuff that he has to piggyback and analyze. So where's the chops? Where's the talent? Where's the talent? A fifth grader could do a show like that and give opinions about historical families and look up videos and everything else. That doesn't take any extra special talent. Oh, well, leave it alone. Yeah, Doughboy, Angelo's going to be calling back this week, okay? From an iPhone, all right? Nah, I can't afford that'd be too expensive. Lucky I could get them now at, just with minutes. Okay. So I do need the people's support on that. If not, I'm going to get them in on my own. That's all. I appreciate the people that donated for that. But if not, I'll get them on I'll get them on. I'll get them on. Yeah, Jimbo. Oh, the truth serum said this. Then he's speed Googling. His fingertips are freaking getting red. Oh, who's this ant? Google hack. Oh, man. Hey, Constantino. Yeah. That's his nature, Constantino. The guy's jealous. He's jealous. It's a mob tube exclusive. He wants to be the chairman of the board of MobTube content. It's got to go through his office first. You got to send all your content through this clown's office first, whether he approves of it or not. This clown that ain't never been in a club. How insane and bizarre is that? People really get hypnotized by clowns like that, and they stick up for him, and everything got them completely. But the real thinkers and wise guys out there that watch and comment, he eliminates their comments. He eliminates them. Yeah, he eliminates them where he can't stand behind, So, yeah, that's what more can I say? I'm going to tell stories about all kinds of different stuff. I'm not a one-trick pony. What's his other skills in life than to hack other historical documented stuff? Does that take a special talent to give his personal opinion on something that he wasn't a part of? Okay. What are those the skills? Are those the skills? The more you, let's leave it at that. Let's just leave it at that because I want to, just do your thing, bro. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I don't need you to get my numbers up or any of that. I don't need that. I don't need that. I was invited to go on another guy's show. I didn't. Because in this genre, this soap opera, they get you on there, you're friends one day, and then next thing you know, this and that. I don't want to entertain possible soap opera clowns out in the genre. I'll do my show. I'll get my numbers. I'm confident in myself organically that I can rise up as a talk show host. That's all. That's all. So this is getting old, bro. Go prod some other guy. I wasn't even a made man. Leave me alone. I wasn't even a made guy. Okay. Are you happy? I've said it a million times. Oh, what was your godfather's name? What was your godfather's name? The enforcer for the Colombo. I got to tell you my godfather's name. When this family and stuff is rounded around, so they could say, "Oh, JoJo said this and that." Really, bro? Because I gotta adhere to whatever you want. Some bum down there. So I gotta do your requests. Some bum. These are real people. They're not actors. They're not these are real people in the world. They're real people. They want to remain anonymous. They want to go on and live their lives. There was a lot of stress and heartbreak over people in that life. And then because you want to know names and numbers and everything else, I'm supposed to give that to you. After all the hell that the gangsters went through, well, I gotta give this information up to a mob tube hack, to a complete hack. And if I don't, then whatever I'm saying could be questionable because I'm protecting the anonymity of these people and their families that went through hell. But if I don't give up names, numbers, serial numbers, what they had for breakfast, then my content is questionable. Really, Doughboy? Really? Start thinking, bro. All right? Start thinking. Start thinking. I don't answer to you, a doughboy sitting in the nosebleed section of the stadium, trying to get in the game, but you can't get in the game. Anything you report on it is questionable. Even the historical documentaries out there are questionable. Even what you think is factual information because you saw it on some cable channel, it's still compromised. It could be true and it could be false. You can't even hang your head on that, which is supposed to be true, documented information. You can't even piggyback that because it could still be questionable or compromised. That's all. I've said enough, folks. It's a beautiful sunny day, and I appreciate the supporters that come in here. Tara, Marta Fowler, Baby A, B, C, D, Manna, all right. Constantino, how you feel? Well, these guys got these good names like that. Constantino, why can't I be Constantino Manafusco? Man, that would be so nice. Hey, Constantino, come here. Yeah, what do you want, Giancarlo? Oh yeah, nice, nice. Okay, I'm a little immature sometimes. Please, I can dream. I can dream. Jimbo Slice, Silver Wealth Draper Mint. Silver Wealth Draper Mint. All right. The beautiful people, the beautiful people. Remy Sky. All right. Welcome aboard. I'll do my best for you. Let's enjoy life. Forget about this negative kind of stuff. Well, you do what you do on YouTube, blah, blah, blah. But we got to enjoy life, okay? Tomorrow's not guaranteed. We can't get immersed in all this stuff. They try to pick fights and all that, but we got to be the kings and queens and live and laugh and don't get stressed about that kind of stuff. I'm going to defend myself, but at the end of the day, that guy ain't even an afterthought on my mind. You want to get in the ring? We can get in the ring. You want to get in the ring? We get in the ring. I'll be like Debo. I think that's it. Michael Condina started it off. Boom, boom, boom. Pete says he knows the mob today don't hurt no one like that. Like the old days. That's why he don't stop. That's why he prims and prods and all that. And he's name claim ranking on these guys. And I believe he pays them to do the interviews. So maybe he says, yeah, Gene, I'm gonna piss you off, or Sammy, I'm gonna piss you off. Boom, boom, boom. Here's the paycheck. Allegedly, maybe that's what happens. So then, look, I got this gangster mad. I got that gangster mad. Ooh. I've made it. I've made it in this world. I got a gangster mad on social media. I made it. Hallelujah. Oh, Lord, please help me, Father. What else? McDam, hey, how's it going? McDam, you could get a cheap cell phone. You could get a cheap cell phone for about $2,500 in jail. He was telling me some prices. I was like, what? What? Jeez, yeah, it's a rare commodity. Of course, it's a rare, it's a You're doing all that time to just have a connection to the outside world. That's all you're living for. That's all you're living for. You're doing life. You're never getting out. That's all you're living for. Hello, how you doing, honey? How's so and so? That's your whole life is that phone. My Brett's one. How's it going? Here's this. Forgive me. Here's Darren C4. Someone made a point that when this guy calls you, it doesn't come in as a collect call from an FCI. Care to explain that one, truth serum? In sign language or the English language, people get phones. They don't have to call through the prison system phones, okay? I cared to explain that one. I cared to explain that one. Okay? So tell your doughboy, if that's not you, that I explained it. Okay? Or do I have to send him a memo? Okay? Give me his email. Okay? Baby, hey, here we go. Michael Candinas, Joel Gold. All right, my good people. The beautiful people, the beautiful people. So that's that. I feel good. Thank you. We're alive and well. We still got a chance to reach our goals and dreams. Hang in there. This is just fourth grade pity patty stuff with people that are challenged in certain ways, but we can't totally be that, crazy because I am a Christian. I'm a Christian. So that's that. Be the queens and kings of your world. Don't give up. The world is a vampire. It wants your blood sometimes, but shake it off and defend yourself and protect yourself. And you could get better relationships. You can maintain good mental health. You can maintain if you're trying to lose weight, or I'm starting to exercise now and cut down on certain things. You can get there for your physical health and things like that. So hang in there. Hang in there. People are living real lives. You're living everyday real lives with children and spouses and things. So if things are stressful, try to address them and take it one step at a time, and you can rise up and be strong. If you're tested by the fire, you'll be stronger after you get out of the fire. Okay, folks? So that's it. Let the world and the universe bless you and hit that good vibe, and things will be attracted to it. Thank you, folks.